Hey everyone, thanks for coming back. So right outside, Roy's been taking apart the driveway area. He had cement blocks, not those little red blocks down there. Now he's putting cement. He's laying down cement there. And also here in the foyer, where the French doors are right outside, he's going to put concrete out there as well. And while he's doing that, I'm inside. This is spearmint that I had dried for a few weeks, and now I'm going to crush them up and make like that. I'm going to be making mint for teas. And in here, so what you saw was spearmint. Down on the bottom is lemon balm, and right up top, it's just a few of the chamomile that I've picked. So we're working on teas today and for a couple of weeks. And Chibi wants to go outside, or she hears something outside. Anyway, so don't do like me. So I did. Let's see. It was sweet mint. I think I did. And what I did was I dried them all in that rack that you saw, different types of things, including some basil, some thyme. I was drying all that, and I was working on all these, grinding them up and putting them in containers. And I accidentally mixed my mint and my basil together. And so I got mint basil in one of my containers, and I'm not sure what to do about it. But anyway, so right here I'm doing the spearmint, and we'll grind that up, and then I'll put it in a jar. I am not going to put it in that jar that says mint. I am going to put it in another jar. I think the mint one was the sweet mint, and I'm not sure what kind of mint that is, if it's spearmint or not, but it smells different. So and then after I do this, and I'm going to do the lemon balm, and I'm not going to do any of the chamomile. I want to just collect as much chamomile as they grow, and I'll put them in jars. I'll just keep drying them and putting them in jars like this. So because I have a lot of spearmint, I'm going to be putting in a big jar. So there's what Roy's been doing. And while he did that, I put little flowers of rocks. I just did 3 little sections right by the pillars. And I think they look cute. But anyway, so he still has to fix the middle part of it. The sides are all done. So he's going to do this, the middle part of it, and then over to the left, he's also going to be cementing that as well. And there's that new window we put in. And Chibi is looking outside because I think she sees Grandpa. So let's go look at the garden and see what's, I have not been really paying attention to the garden lately. It's just been so hot outside. But we do try and keep them moist during this heat. No, I shouldn't say that, because we haven't been doing that. We've been trying, but we haven't. So it's been really dry, and but I think we need to turn up our water time to maybe, instead of 12, maybe 20 minutes each watering session. So the irrigation system is what I'm talking about. There's some zucchini. Man, that zucchini, okay, so the one that's flowered right here on the left side, I picked the smaller zucchini maybe a few days before we left for California. Yes, we left for California. And when we got back from California, that thing was like a bat, man. It was so long. Those things grow so quick. There's the chamomile that I've been picking daily and drying them. And the purple one is rosemary. And then there's some carrots and corn and tomatoes. I did pick all the garlic already. And these strawberries, they're they're not struggling. It's we discovered there are rabbits that are eating them. Um, but they're really sweet. They're not bitter at all. You know when they're sour, they're not at all. They're really sweet. And we bought these. I don't know what they're called. There's a tag I think somewhere in that bed, but we bought them at Lowe's. And I do have seeds in there that have not grown, and that's where my garlic was. And I picked all of that. They're humongous. We planted some regular garlic. I don't know what they're called. They just said garlic. And then we planted some elephant garlics. And and onions and carrots and tomatoes. That's about all on this side. On the other side, we've got, looks like there's dill, radish, and thyme, and hot pepper, and sweet potato, and cucumber, and regular potato, russets, and more sweet potato. And then back in the back is fruit trees that still have a few years before they can really. Here's some more cucumbers, because our cucumbers seem to be dying, or they're not growing. Not dying, they're just not growing. And this tomato plant, that is a black tomato plant. I thought the picture looked cool, so we bought a packet of that. And that is an elephant tomato, an elephant garlic. That there, I cannot store it to regrow it. I have to use that just because it should be, the skin should be covering the whole thing like that one is. So that one we'll probably plant later. That one I'm not sure about. And then I discovered, because in that bed we had onions growing last year, and some onions grew in that bed. I think they're on the right side. You probably didn't see it, but see, they're working out there on the sewer, and then Uncle Roy pounding away. So I've got the noise out there in that big truck, and Roy down here. Where'd you guys? They went over there. Oh, here's one. This family of deers have been coming around almost daily, and they're eating up everything in the front yard. I used to have not oranges, I used to have roses up front, and before the roses could bloom, they eat them. So they're little rosebuds, and they eat them. I think they're living in the neighbor's yard, somebody's yard, and then they would come out and eat every day. And I guess they're in this neighborhood because I constantly see them almost daily. And then that's what Roy is. So Roy's beginning to do the side there, but while he's waiting for the front to he's got to build a form, and there they are again. So anyways, about the deers, I used to go outside to the backyard before we had the fence, and the deers would be sleeping. We had pine trees out back. We had a lot. And they used to sleep under the pine trees and grunt at us when we walked outside, like, get out of here, we're sleeping. So I think they're living in somebody's yard or somewhere close by, because they're here all the time eating the tree, the leaves. And Chippy barks up a storm when they come around. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Where's the fifth one? Where's number 5? His antlers are so furry. Your antlers are so furry. So handsome. Look at our tree. It's getting bald. All the branches coming out are bald because of you guys. Oh, she's leaving. The other one is leaving. Oops. So now we're on our way down to California. In Shasta, in the mountain, was 100 degrees. Ouch. And when we left there, the temperature kept going up and up and up. Oh my goodness, it was so warm. But we went to California, stayed with Rick and Luis, and the four of us went to Fisherman's Life Fair. It was in San Francisco, and Roy met Matt, who is Fisherman's Life. He does videos on fishing, and Roy enjoys his videos, along with Taco and Jocelyn and Die Hard Fishing, and some other people that he enjoys watching. I can't remember them all. There were so many of the people that he watches down there during this fair. So Roy bought his fishing poles that he really wanted to get from Fisherman's Life, and he got some other things, and look at the temperature. It kept climbing. Oh my goodness, California. We're at Travis Air Force Base. Right outside the base, there was this sign, and I thought it was pretty cool. So this is San Francisco. We're right by the mall. Anyway, so Roy got his fishing poles and other things he wanted. I got the cookbook and the kelp crunch thing from Taco, and then I bought some pottery from Jocelyn. I bought two of them. They were the same ones. One was bigger than the other, and the smaller one I gave to Jackie. Look at Roscoe's stamp right above Jocelyn's name. Anyways, so now we're on our way back home. How quick was that? We are in the same spot you saw. This is Shasta Lake or River or whatever it is in Shasta County, Siskiyou County or Siskiyou Mountains. But we're in Lake Shasta and on our way back home, and the temperature stayed about 89 degrees, so it was fairly comfortable on the way back home. There's that stream of clouds that quickly disappeared as soon as we left the mountain, so it became warmer. So it was warm all the way home. It was between 84 and 89. It kept going up and down, but now we're home. So we're home now. We're so happy to be back with Chibi, and Roy continues. He's out there as we speak, working on the gravel cement thing, whatever he's doing to get it done. And I will continue in the garden, and I'll give you more updates as we get them. But thank you for watching, you guys, and enjoy your summer. Bye.